There are many talented players in the NBA today, but who exactly are the top 100 players in the league right now? In today's video, I will be showing you my list of who I believe are the top 100 players in the NBA currently. But before we do that, let's go see that intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first video of the What's Next on Basketball YouTube channel. That's right. If you're watching this, that means that you found my channel randomly, or maybe you searched it for some reason on YouTube. So, for those of you that don't know who the heck I am and what on earth I'm doing here, my name's Jeremy, and I'm the host of the What's Next on Basketball podcast. At least like once a week, I'll try to make an episode just telling you guys about, what's going on in the basketball world, letting you guys know any updates or any rumors going on or any like break-in news. And yeah, I've been having some good success on there, having a lot of fun doing it, but I decided, you know what? I need to expand, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to, as Miles said it in Across the Spider-Verse, I need to, spread my wings and start looking around at new areas where I can get more fans, and where would be a better place than YouTube? So on this YouTube channel, as I said before, it's just going to be me posting any of my episodes from my podcast. Right now, I think we're at 10 episodes that have been made, and it's been great. As I said, I've been enjoying it, and I also plan to do not just the episodes of the podcast, but videos just like this one, where it's going to be exclusively on YouTube and give you that, that unique experience from hearing me not just talk on Spotify, but seeing me, edit cool videos, have, funny little jokes here and there, because I like putting in like a bunch of just random stuff on my YouTube videos. I'd be finding like a bunch of funny like NBA memes and just putting it on the, the videos. And yeah, today, I wanted to make a big splash heading into the YouTube industry, and I just want to do something boring like, I'll just talk about some news going on. No, I wanted to make sure that when what would be the right word for this? I wanted to make sure that my impact heading into it would be huge, and just get people's attention. And so far, actually, it's been great. I've already posted my first, I think it's 9 videos for the podcast already on YouTube, and that's been going great. Maybe 10 by the time you're watching this. The 10th episode might be on already. I don't know yet. We'll see. And where was I going with this? I was rambling again. I forget what I was going to say. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, guys. I have the mind of a goldfish. For those that listen to the podcast, you already know that I just be rambling on and stuff about really whatever. It's kind of crazy, but that's just how I roll with these videos. Now, back to what I was saying. So I wanted to make a huge impact, and I decided I didn't want to do something boring like, James Harden decided that he's not going to stay with the 76ers. Like, no. Every other YouTuber's already doing that. Everyone's talking about it. So let me do something that, I guess I'll say is quote-unquote unique. There's a couple YouTube channels that have done the same thing. It's just it takes forever, which is why I'm going to do that challenge in doing this kind of video. So I decided I was gonna rank the players heading into the new season. At first I was like, maybe I'll do like the top 25 players heading into the new season. Then I was like, what if we do 50? And I'm going on with it, doing my top 50, and I was like, you know what would be even better than 50? 100. Yep, that's right. I did 100, the top 100 players, in my opinion, headed into the new NBA season, which is obviously going to be the 23-24 NBA season. And yeah, it was really rough ranking these. Like, obviously, you know, you have the easy ones, in my opinion, which were like the top, I would say 30, because you just like, okay, Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Joel Embiid, LeBron, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, maybe, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Like, those were easy ones that you could rank and just be like, alright, they go here, they go there. But it was like, when you got further down the list, it was like, man, do I really think this player is better than this player? Again, a lot of them were just by like maybe one place different. And I know there's gonna be people in the comments being like, well, actually, I think Cade Cunningham should go higher than Anthony Edwards. You have Anthony Edwards at 45th and Cade Cunningham is 46th. I don't think that's good. Are you trying to say Cade is like a terrible player? It's like, no. I'm not saying he's a bad player. It's just that, no, that's not how it works. Like, I don't want to hear you guys just like nitpicking in the comments being like, oh, this player's harder than this player. Like, it's whatever, guys. If you guys want, you know, if you're upset about things like that, then just make your own list. At the end of the day, I'm just doing this for fun because, you know, like I said, it's just fun. And you guys get to see my, we'll say somewhat decent decisions. It took me many days to finish this because, again, I was just going back and forth, and I just couldn't figure out a good, like, looking at it where I was like, okay, I'm satisfied with this list. Like, even now, I'm looking back on the list, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, I'm confident with it, but I'm also not confident, so I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of comments either hating or maybe praising my list. Again, just to let you guys know, this is all just fun and games. It doesn't need to be serious. You just heard me hit my finger. Oh, that actually really hurt. Anyways, let's move on. You know, we don't do multiple takes. We do one take on this channel, so don't expect any cuts from this. You're probably gonna hear me doing some random noises or something. You'll probably hear me hit my hand again, probably. Anyways, now, here's basically how I did it. First, we'll talk about the honorable mentions that I have, and then we'll start from, I guess 100 and make our way up. I'm sure that's what most people do, so I'm sure it's not like that confusing. But again, I don't want to like be like, oh, let's start at number 1. Then it's like, okay, who cares about the rest? So yeah. Am I missing something before I start with you guys? Oh, well, I guess, you know, again, if you do enjoy this video and you feel like you would love watching more of me just being an idiot talking about basketball, please subscribe and share it with anybody that you know. This will really help a lot because that's what I want to talk about before I was rambling on a few minutes ago. The reason why I also did YouTube was because, you know, I was doing good numbers on Spotify, especially for me that just started, but man, it's been, I want to say 2 or 3 days since I uploaded the episodes to YouTube, and they almost doubled in views. Now, unfortunately, that hasn't led to any subscribers, but still, I'm at least getting my name out there, so when people see it, maybe they'll look at it, be like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then maybe they'll see me again in the future and be like, huh, there's that guy again, and then maybe they'll want to, you know, watch it again, and then whatever video it is, they'll be like, you know what, this guy is, you know, he's actually pretty cool. Let me give him a subscribe. Until then, I'll just be sitting here basically talking to a bunch of random people that don't care what I have to say, honestly. But enough of that. I know it's already been, 8 minutes now in this video, and I haven't even started the list yet, so let's just get into it. Today's video, my top 100 players heading into the new season. Now, again, I will be starting with the honorable mentions, and there is a lot. There was a lot of players that didn't make this list. Some of you guys might be like, he didn't make the list, and if so, I apologize for that. But like I said, it's my list. If you want to do your own thing, then make your own list. Go make your own top 100, and then you can send it to me, and I'll probably watch the whole video, because I like videos about that. So, it's a win-win for me. Now, honorable mentions. We have Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Hartenstein, Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, Dorian Finney-Smith, Sadiq Bey, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Oh, I should also clarify this for people that don't watch my podcast. I am not very good at names, so if there's a name here that I completely butch, I apologize for that. Next we have Clint Capella, Patty Mills, Derek White, Lonzo Ball, Karis LeVert, Max Strutz, Cam Thomas, Kevin Love, Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, Alex Caruso, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, Precious Achiuwa, Jakob Poeltl, Gary Trent Jr., Buddy Hield, TJ McConnell. Unfortunately, Obi Toppin didn't make the list. Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, Gordon Hayward, PJ Washington, Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker was probably, out of all the ones here that are in the honorable mention, I think that's the one that hurt me the most because I really, really wanted to put him on this list. It's just I couldn't because there was, again, the other 100 players that I just thought deserved it more than him. There's probably someone that you guys could be like, well, I think he should, swap with this. And you guys are probably right. Again, this is just my list. Anyways, we got Keegan Murray, Terrence Mann, Gary Payne II, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Naz Reid, Jalen Williams, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy III, Seth Curry, Christian Wood, Colin Sexton, Kelly Olynyk, Shaedon Sharpe, I think that's his name. The guy on the Trailblazers that got drafted, what was it, like a year or two ago? And then last but not least, we have Devin Vassell. Now, that was just the honorable mentions. And as you can see, there was a lot. So I'm not kidding when I say that this list was very, very difficult to make because there were so many players that I wanted to put on the list, but I just couldn't. And it got me very frustrated and made me really sad. Like one of the names, if you guys heard, I said Lonzo Ball. And you guys would probably look at this and be like, why would Lonzo Ball not be on the list, especially top 100? Well, he didn't play at all last season. And you will see that for a lot of players where I definitely put injuries into consideration. Because if you were injured last season and didn't play that much, then why should I rank you super, super high? Higher than you should be. Because, for example, Cade Cunningham and Chet Holmgren, they're going to be very low on the list, as you'll see in a minute. And I just put them low because it was like they were injured. So I can't really say that they're this top player when they haven't played that much games. So there's someone you're looking at and you're just super upset about it because you're like, they deserve to be way, way higher. Well, you better go check that favorite player of yours. And if they were injured, then that's probably why they're super low. Now, we got the honorable mentions out of the way. Let's head into the top, we'll call it Jeremy's top 100 players headed into the new season. There you go. That's the title. I know it's super long, but who cares? Now, we start off with number 100, and that's Chet Holmgren. Yes, as I told you, he was going to be very, very low, and I meant very, very low. He's 100. I'm not going to really go into super big explanation for each player because there is 100 players, and that would basically take forever. Probably would be 2 or 3 parts in a video if I explained each one. And I'm not really going to do that because that's just dumb. It's just I put him here because blah, 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 blah. No. Just, he's in that spot. Deal with it. I'm not going to give you this huge explanation as to why. If I do give you an explanation, then I'll do it super, super quick. But don't expect a whole paragraph as to why so-and-so was number 55. No, that's not happening. Again, Chet Holmgren is 100. Cade Cunningham is 99. They were both just injured last season, especially Chet, who missed the entire season. So, I couldn't put them that high. 98 was DeAndre Ayton. We all know why DeAndre is this low. I don't think I need to explain that. 97 is Dillon Brooks. Again, I don't think I need to explain that. 96 is Chris Paul. 95 is Jalen Green. 94 is Kevin Huerter. 93 is RJ Barrett. No, RJ's not this low. You didn't hear that. He's number 1. Yep. Spoiler, guys. RJ Barrett is number 1 on my list. That's right. You can just skip the video now. He's number 1. Anyways, 92nd is Sengun. 91 is Nick Claxton. 90 is Grant Williams. 89 is Kelly Oubre Jr. 88 is Emmanuel Quickley. 87 is Draymond Green. 86. 86 is Russell Westbrook. 85 is Spencer Dinwiddie. I've been saying Dinwiddie this entire time, and then I looked at his name, and it's Dinwiddie, not Whittle. And I feel so bad, because I've been saying that every single episode that I mention him. So, sorry Spencer, I've been saying your last name completely wrong. 84 is Jordan Clarkson. 83 is Steven Adams. 82 is D'Angelo Russell. 81 is Josh Hart. 80 is Terry Rozier. 79 is Keldon Johnson. 78 is Marcus Smart. 77 is Malcolm Brogdon. 76 is Malik Monk. 75 is OG Anunoby. 74 is Scotty Barnes. 73 is Chris Middleton. 72 is Rui Hachimura. 71 is Austin Reeves. And 70 is Michael Porter Jr. Now, if I'm correct on my math, we have gone through 30 players already. And yeah, that's so far. I'm sure there's a couple players here already that people are going to be very upset is this low. Again, remember, it's top 100. There's like 400 players in the league. So you should be happy that they even made my list. That means I do consider them a top 100 player. Now, moving on. Number 69, nice, is Franz Wagner. Let's see. 68 is Bobby Portis. 67 is Wendell Carter Jr. 66 is Brook Lopez. 65 is Drew Holiday. 64 is Bruce Brown. 63 is Aaron Gordon. 62 is Miles Turner. 61 is Jonas Valanciunas. I like Jonas. He's really, really cool. Let's see. 60. 60 is Robert Williams. 59 is Cameron Johnson. 58 is Josh Giddey. 57 is Evan Mobley. 56 is Tyler Hero. 55 is Mitchell Robinson. And then 54 is Andrew Wiggins. Alright guys, now I gotta pop up the next thing because 54 to 100 was on paper because I just didn't write it all. But the rest are on my phone here. Now, 53. This one's probably going to be really controversial for being this high, and it's Paolo Banchero. 52nd is Anthony Simons. Is it Anthony Simmons or Simons? I think it's Anthony Simmons. Whatever. It's the guy from the Trailblazers. You all know who I'm talking about. 51 is Tyrese Maxey. 50 is Tyrese Halliburton. Now we have reached the halfway point. Tyrese was number 50. We got 50 players left on my list. Have you guys heard yours yet? I hope not, because I would feel bad if you did. Because your favorite player is like in the bottom 50, and someone's gonna yell at me being like, "Oh, he should have been top 25 or something." Well, guess what? I'm not gonna hear you because this is a pre-recorded video. So you can just leave your comment, your opinion in the comments, and I won't read it. Anyways. 49 is Jeremy Grant. 48 is Fred VanVleet. 47 is DeJounte Murray. Low-key, I forgot about DeJounte making this list. I was like, I think 50 players deep into my list in the beginning when I was making it. And then I realized, oh my god, I forgot about DeJounte. So I had to like fix everything, figure everything out, and I ended up putting him 47th. 46 is Karl Anthony Towns. 45th is Desmond Bane. 44th is Jordan Poole. 43rd is DeMar DeRozan. 42nd is Klay Thompson. 41st is Kyle Kuzma. And 40th is Trae Young. 39th, Lauri Markkanen. 38th, Kristaps Porzingis. 37th, Jared Allen. 36th, LaMelo Ball. And again, that might be a little too high for Ball, but I think he's really good, so that's why I put him 36th. 35th is Zach LaVine. 34th is Julius Randle. 33rd is Bam Adebayo. 32nd is Pascal Siakam. 31st is De'Aaron Fox. 30th is James Harden. Honestly, with the situation going on, I should put him even lower for him the way he's acting. 29th is Domantas Sabonis. 28th is Anthony Edwards. 27th is Brandon Ingram. 26th is Zion Williamson. Now, we are now in the top 25. These players that are left, I consider to be the top 25 players in the league. 25th, we have Bradley Beal. 24th is Jaylen Brown. 23rd is Jaren Jackson Jr. 22nd is Mikal Bridges. And 21st is Darius Garland. We now head into the top 20. We have at 20, Jalen Brunson. 19, Jamal Murray. 18th, Kawhi Leonard. 17th, and Anthony Edwards. Oh my goodness, not Edwards. I'm sorry, I already said Edwards. What the heck? He's not on the list twice. I meant to say Anthony Davis. It's about to have him twice on the list. Like, yeah, he just jumped up to 17th. 16th is Ja Morant. Now the top 15. 15, Jimmy Butler. Yes, that's right. I said Jimmy Butler is top 15 in the league. If you want to argue, go watch all the playoff runs that he has had, and then we can talk. 14 is Paul George. 13 is Kyrie Irving. 12th is SGA. And 11th is Devin Booker. And now we are down to 10 players. Number 10 is Donovan Mitchell. 9 is Damian Lillard. 8 is LeBron James. 7 is Jason Tatum. 6 is Kevin Durant. 5th is Steph Curry. 4th is Joel Embiid. And now we are down to 3. I'm sure you guys can guess who the final 3 are. And some of you might be upset. Some of you might not be upset. Some of you are probably wondering, why is Joel 4th? Well, you see, he didn't have the best playoff run this past playoffs that happened. So I took this opportunity to put a man higher than him that is actually one of my favorite players, and because of this, I took the advantage. Which brings us to number 3, and that is Luka Doncic. I never know how to say his last name, but it's Luka. Everyone knows Luka, one of the best players. I've really been rooting for him. I think he might become the next best player in the league, or at least one of the best. I mean, he's already one of the best players, but I think he could become like the guy for the NBA. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, he used to be my number 1 guy. I used to always tell people, like, yeah, I think the best player in the league right now is Giannis. And I was saying that for a couple years now. But then this man decided, you know what? I'm gonna just casually move aside here and, just take that away from you. So because of that, number 1 on my list, and which means he is considered the number 1 best player, in my opinion, headed into the new season. It's the man himself, the horse racing lover, the I don't care about winning a finals MVP, the I lost my finals MVP during a party, the man that just wants to, honestly, low-key, he just wants to be left alone. Nikola Jokic. That's right, Nikola Jokic is number 1 for me. I truly feel that, he's just the best player right now in the league. Of course, there are many other players that you can make the argument with. I'm sure there's still people out there that are like, oh, actually, LeBron James should be number 1. And if you are that person, stop. Now, of course, there are arguments for other players, and I completely, will respect. Oh, I just burped there. When that was unprofessional. I apologize, everyone. Please don't leave the video. I respect all you guys' decisions. If there is truly, like, a player where, like, you were just completely annoyed that I put him too high or too low, please feel free to let me know. I love hearing you guys' opinions. And yeah, that's all I really had for this video here. It's just, I didn't really want to explain to every single person, so it's like, that's why it's not going to be, like, super long, the video. I think this was a pretty good pace. I simply said every player that was on here, and hopefully, I'll put some nice editing in this video for you guys to watch. And yeah, that was my top 100 players heading into the new season. As for what my next video is going to be, I honestly have no idea yet. I do have plans of making like documentaries. I talked about it before on my podcast, how I would love to make a documentary series. I don't know what the name of the series will be just yet, but definitely expect that in the near future, because that takes forever editing. Like episode 9 for the podcast, that was the first one where I actually like did edits and put a lot of time into it, and that took days to finish. It is no joke when you're an editor. So I have full respect for people that edit videos, and even much more respect to the people that edit their own videos. Like, they don't hire somebody to do it. So, it's rough out here, man. Like, this thing is no joke. But yeah, I'll end it off here, because again, I'm just rambling on. This is what I do. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Also, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I always make episodes on the podcast, so if you are interested in the podcast, please go check it out. It will also be on my YouTube channel if you don't have Spotify and you just don't feel like downloading it or listening to the ads on there. You can just check out YouTube. I mean, I know YouTube has ads as well, but I think currently, unfortunately, I don't think my videos have any ads, which, I got to try to set that up and, get money from it. And, yeah, that's all I really got to say. And until then, stay tuned, everyone. I'll catch y'all in the next video.